Hello, sweet peas. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl, Nath Hughes here. For those of you that are new, my name is Natalie Hughes. I am a life mindset and manifestation coach. In my business and on my platform, I help professional women to co create emotionally fulfilled and purpose driven lives for themselves. Today, we are tapping into what manifestation is showing up in your life right now. There's something that is about to move quickly. Okay, I was getting that viral song, sound, whatever from TikTok of this black woman singing. It's kind of like I don't think it's an actual gospel song, but I think she's like giving like a sermon. Anyway, she's singing and she's saying, "Not much longer now. Things are about to shift quickly." And that's just kept playing in my mind over and over and over again. Not much longer now. Things are about to shift quickly. I feel like a train, okay? I feel like a fucking, excuse me, it's too early in the video for me to be cussing. I feel like what's his name? What's his name? The little engine that could. Okay, that's the energy that I feel. Hold on, I have to grab my Bible because what they're giving to me is a verse, Amos 9:13. Okay, so let's pull that up. Hi, Beer. How are you, sweet pea? How are you doing? It's been a while since I caught a live after getting my sleep schedule right. That is okay. I am a fan of getting your sleep schedule together. Trust me, sister. Okay, right now we're flipping through the Bible. We're looking for Amos. I got pages in my Bible. What do I mean by that? I have my bookmarks. Okay. Shut up, bitch. I'm sorry. We can't be cussing, but we have to cuss. Y'all know. Y'all know when the B word slips out of me, it's because something happened. You know when the B word slips out of me, it's because I have to express the gravity of the situation. You just heard me grab this Bible. You just heard me pick this up. Now, Amos 9:13 is one of my favorite Bible verses of all time. Long story short, Amos 9:13 says, I'm going to give you blessings on blessings on blessings, blessings one on the foot of another, so fast that your head will swim. Well, I wanted to pull it up because I wanted to pull from the actual scripture. Now, my Bible that I have had this since, it says 2010, but I want to say since I was 8. I don't know when I put that writing on there. But it says Sunday, March 14th, 2010. So maybe it was 2010. So I've had it since I was either 8 or 11 years old. And it's a specific version. However, I have a post-it note on top of the verse that I have highlighted in my Bible, Amos 9:13 through 15, and it's the MSG version. Hi, Luminescent Fortune, how are you? The MSG version of Amos 9:13 through 15 says, yes, indeed, it won't be long now. God's decree says things are going to happen so fast your head will swim. One thing fast on the heels of the other. You won't be able to keep up. Everything will be happening at once, and everywhere you look, blessings. I'll make everything right again for my people And we're just going to leave that there. Okay. So we're already getting the synchronicities. The math is already mathing. Not much longer now. Things are about to shift quickly. Okay. Maybe somebody wants to get into the Amos 9:13. You want to do more of your own independent study. If you guys are into the Bible, you don't have to be. But that's the energy and the vibe that we have. Something is about to shift quickly, and it's not just one thing, it's one good thing fast on the heels of another. So many blessings coming in that your head is about to swim. So many blessings coming in that it might feel a little bit, I don't want to say overwhelming, because we don't need to put a negative connotation to it, but it's just like, whoa, I didn't even recover from the last blessing. Okay, so let's tap into it. We got 3 piles for you to choose from. They're on your screen right now. Pick the card or cards that stand out the most to you. And this is a live stream, so your timestamps will be available in the description box down below once I get done. It's showing me 7 people watching and only 3 likes. Let's change that. Yeah, 7 people watching and only 3 likes. Let's change that. Let's get that to 7 likes at least in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. I do have to go pee. Okay, so I'm going to go pee before we start pile number 1. And then we will get started. Okay. Let's put our text there. All right. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, I'm back. I'm taking my socks off. I gotta get comfy again, y'all. I got 2 pillows behind my back. I got a heating pad. I had to disconfigure this whole ensemble so I could get up. And now I gotta put my pillows back behind my back. And I gotta get this heating pad. Turn that back on up to high. Slide the heating pad between my back. All right. Hey. Okay. And then I put on my gospel music playlist while I use the bathroom. All right. And now I gotta go back to my sound bowls so I can focus. All right. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing going on in the live chat. Welcome back. Thank you, Buki. All right. Let's get started with pile number 1. Ooh, we can actually have the thumbnail. That works. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. Are we ready? We're ready. Hold on. That's gonna take it a minute. Okay. Okay. All right. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We are tapping into there's something in your life that is about to shift quickly. Okay. At the very beginning. So if you want to go back and watch, I talked about this Bible verse and this message and song that I was channeling. And so it was this TikTok sound of this woman. She's giving a sermon, but she's singing. I don't know if it's an actual song. I don't think it's an actual song, but she's just saying, it won't be long now. It won't be long now. Things are about to shift quickly. Things are about to shift quickly. And I kept hearing that over and over and over again. So Spirit is telling me we need to do our next pick a card reading on something is about to shift quickly in the collective's life. Something is about to shift quickly. Something is about to shift quickly. They need to be prepared because something is about to shift quickly. And so as I was tapping into the energy of it won't be long now, it won't be long now, something is about to shift quickly. Something is about to move quickly. Something is about to take off in your life. I'm seeing a train in my mind's eye. And you know how when you're riding a train or when you're seeing a train at the beginning, it's a little bit slow. You know what I'm saying? You get on the train and the train is starting to move and it's going and it's going and it's going around and it's going around and it's going around. And then it starts to pick up more and more and more. And as the wheels are turning faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, then the train begins to take off. Now you're really moving. Now you're getting to the place that you're going. That's how I feel. Okay. Something is about to shift quickly. Something is about to move quickly. Something that you have been building up the momentum towards is about to take off. Okay. And as I was tapping into this energy and understanding this vibe of something is about to shift quickly. Oh my God, I dropped my Bible. Excuse me. I was reminded of one of my favorite scriptures. I was like, oh my God, this feels like Amos 9:13. And so they were like, yes, grab Amos 9:13 so that you can not just recite what you remember of the scripture, but you can actually quote the scripture. So I opened my Bible and I actually have a different version of the Amos 9:13. Now, you guys don't have to be religious. You don't have to be Christian. You don't have to be nothing. Okay, this is just how I'm receiving and how I'm channeling. There is no difference between the Bible and a tarot card. It is a medium through which I am divining messages from spirit, period, point blank. Nobody has to go to church on Sunday unless you'd like to go to church on Sunday. Okay, and if you don't want to hear this part, then you can either skip through it, put it on 2x, or you can watch another reading, and that's okay. Okay, so in my Bible, I have a sticky note over the Amos 9:13, and I have the MSG version. So the MSG version says, yes, indeed, it won't be long now, which is crazy because I did not remember this. I have not looked at this scripture in a very long time. I did not know that I was going to have this post-it note talking about it won't be long now. But that's what they kept playing in my head. It's 4:22 a.m. while I'm recording this. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4, 4. Somebody's seeing a lot of 444s. Somebody could be seeing 222. The synchronicities that you're seeing are communicating to you. It's happening, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Expect it, expect it, expect it. Also, when I was saying expected, I wanted to say expecto patronum. What is expecto patronum? For the Harry Potter girls, comment down below. Expecto patronum is you have a patronus, don't you? Expecto patronum is the spell that you use when you're defeating a dark eater. Is it not? Let me look it up. Y'all might be telling me in the comment section, but I'm not looking at the comment section just now because it will throw me off. But I love you. Thank you if you are. Expecto patronum. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Oh my God. Okay, so I Google expecto patronum meaning, and it says a Reddit thing popped up from 4 years ago. Shut up, 4 years ago when I was just talking about 444. I'm sorry, baby, but the math is mathing. The alignment is aligning, okay? Reddit post from 4 years ago says, just found out what expecto patronum when translated to English from Latin means, and it means I await a guardian, which is so beautiful because the energy that's coming through here is we want you to start expecting a positive shift. It won't be long now. Okay, you need to be looking for this like you're looking for that Amazon package. You don't see it, it's not here yet. That doesn't matter because I know that it's on the way. I don't see it, it's not here yet. That doesn't matter because I know that it's on the way. When you're looking at your bank account and you're feeling dissatisfied, it doesn't matter that I don't see it because I know that it's on the way. When you're looking at your list of clients and you're feeling dissatisfied because you don't have as many as you want, it doesn't matter that I don't see it because they're on the way. When you're looking at your resume and you're looking at your schedule and you don't have that dream job yet, it doesn't matter that I don't see it because it's on the way. With that expecto patronum spell coming through in Harry Potter, there's a thing called Death Eaters, Dementors. Death Eaters are the, the bad guys, whatever. Dementors. The worst thing about prison was the Dementors. That's a reference from The Office. Focus. So Dementors are these kind of like demons, basically. And they suck the life force, the happiness, and the life out of you. And, you pass away. And so the expecto patronum spell, in order to successfully cast the expecto patronum spell, you have to tap into your happiest memories, the happiest moments of your life, the moments of your life when you felt the most loved. Why am I crying? Why am I crying? Okay. It's going to be one of those readings, I see. It's going to be one of those days. Okay. Okay. That's fine. And I forgot to change your freaking thing. That's okay. You have to call on the happiest memories. You have to call on the happiest experiences in order to successfully cast the Expecto Patronum spell. So if Expecto Patronum is you calling out, I am awaiting a guardian, I'm calling in a guardian. Pile number one, the story that I get for you is that there was some sort of darkness. It could have been a supernatural darkness. It could have been an emotional darkness. It could have been having a lack of money that I want to live my life happily and freely kind of darkness. There was a darkness. And I feel that this darkness has something to do with rejection. We'll get there in a second. But the first message that's coming through so powerfully from Spirit right here and right now is it won't be long now. Things are about to shift quickly, and you're going to manifest your desires even more quickly when you understand that you're going to combat this darkness with the light that already lives inside of you. You are going to use your light, your happiness, your joy, your happy memories, your fulfillment to combat the darkness. I'm going to give you an example. There's somebody here, they're manifesting another job. You're manifesting another job, but you had a shitty job. No, they're saying give your real life experience because there's something very real that's coming up for me right now. I am manifesting moving back to New York City. It was one of my favorite experiences in the world, and I'm so excited to be moving back into the city. However, the last time that I lived in the city, I experienced many traumatizing things. I left the city having a negative experience. And it turned into me having a negative connotation with the city that I once loved so much. Not becoming a city that I hated, but becoming a place that left a bad taste in my mouth. Because every time I thought about that city, I thought about negativity. And so my Expecto Patronum, the light is coming to bring back everything the darkness stole, is when I think about that city, I get to deliberately think about the positive memories and the positive experiences. When I think about that city, I no longer get to sit and wallow and think about the negative. Here's the thing, here's the caveat. I've processed. And if there are certain things about New York that trigger me, if there are certain things about my college experience that are triggering me, that need to be moved through, I'm going to move through that. But there's a difference between processing a negative experience and wallowing in your negativity and your pain and your hurt. There's a difference between processing a negative experience and relishing in that negativity, ruminating. So the message that's coming through from Spirit is you're going to Expecto Patronum your way out of this darkness, because the change is already underway. The train has already left the station. But at the beginning of that journey, when the train just starts initially moving, leaving the station, maybe this is not true for all like modern trains, because I'm thinking about all the times that I've been on a train and like going in the train in New York is not the experience that I'm thinking of. That shit kind of just, starts and stops. But but like those like older trains, you know what I'm talking about, girl. Like the scene that comes to mind is from the Wicked movie with Ariana Grande. And how there's that scene of like the train leaving, and then I think Galinda decides to like get on the train once the train is already in motion, and then she can like hop on the train. You're understanding what I'm saying? You get it. I trust that you get it. Comment down a train emoji down below if you're understanding it. If you're having a life experience where shit is taking off and momentum is building, comment down below a train emoji, or comment down below momentum is building. That's a beautiful affirmation. So it's this kind of energy of things moving forward. It won't be much longer now. At the beginning stages, you might feel like you're going nowhere. You have such a long ass distance to go. And if I keep moving at this pace, if I keep moving at the pace of the train just barely moving the station, it's going to take so long to get there. Is the train even moving? But as that momentum builds, and as it gets quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker, and the wheels are turning and 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 turning, you're moving faster and faster and faster. So the message that's coming through from Spirit is that it won't be long now. In the scripture, Amos 9:13, it says, God's decree is this: things are going to happen so fast, your head will swim. One thing fast on the heels of the other. You won't be able to keep up. Everything will be happening at once, and everywhere you look, blessings. I'll make everything right again. Pile number 1. This is a group of people who have experienced some sort of loss. You want to get a new job in the industry, but you were fired from your last job. But the last job that you had was really, really negative. The last job you had was really, really toxic. And the problem is that you spend more time focusing on and talking about the toxic job than you do focusing on and relishing in the energy and the memory of that really, really good job. The job before that was amazing. The job before that felt so good. And a part of the reason why you're not relishing on the good is because, number 1, you're not being the deliberate leader of your mind. Number 2, it's because a part of you, this is a self-concept thing, your self-perception, you identify more with the negative experience. You don't identify with the positive experience. So you don't focus on the positive experience because you thought the positive experience was a fluke. That was one good thing that happened one time. That'll never happen again. That'll never come again. The negative thing that happened after, the job that I let go of that I had after, the way that he treated me so well and then he cheated on me after, that's what happens to me. That's who I am. I'm the girl that gets betrayed. I'm the girl that gets annoyed. I'm the girl that gets ignored. I'm the girl that gets neglected. I'm the girl that gets abandoned. And because you're telling that story on a subconscious level, your brain is continuing to bring up memories. Law of attraction. What you focus on, you get more of. Your brain continues to bring up memories. Yeah, and remember that time that other boss really hated you? And remember the time 2 jobs before that one where that other boss was really rude to you for no reason? That is a dementor. Right now, you have your own internal dementor. Your own subconscious belief system that is sucking the life out of your dreams. And you are allowing it. You need to cast your expecto patronum spell. You need to step into that position of leadership in your own mind, and you need to deliberately say no. Because you want to get back to that place for a reason. What is it? You need to reconnect with the reason. You don't want to get back in that industry because you want to go into that shitty environment. You want to get back into that industry because there was a time when you felt inspired. You want to get back into that industry because there was a time where every single day you were waking up so excited. When I first moved to New York and I was living in my freshman dorm, I would wake up every single morning and I would go and I would take my shower and I would listen to my music. And one of the songs that I would listen to every single morning is called We're Blessed. We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we something. I never knew what the hell they're saying. We cast out every struggle, sickness, poverty, something. The devil is defeated. We are blessed. Every single morning I woke up, I felt blessed by God. Every single morning I'm looking at the view from my dorm, which is basically an apartment. The view is amazing, breathtaking to me. I'm not too high up. Our dorm building had like fucking 21 floors, and we had friends who were on the 21st floor. And when we would go up to visit them, it was just way too high. It made me a little bit sick. But I was perfect. I was right at the 11th floor, not too high, not too low. Great views. I was blessed. I was blessed. I felt blessed. So blessed every single morning. I have told you guys a lot of stories from my past. I don't think I've ever told you that story. That is my expecto patronum. Right here and right now. Pause the video if you need to. You need to come up with your expecto patronum. What is one positive memory that you can cast, that you can relish in, that you can think about, that you can dig through, that you can talk about, that you can reminisce on when the dementors of your mind are sucking the life and the happiness out of you? What is one memory? Come up with it right now. Right now. That's an order. Comment it down below. Comment it in the comment section. Comment it in the live chat if you want to share. You don't have to. But wouldn't that be lovely if the comment section of this video was nothing but expecto patronums, was nothing but happiness and joy, was nothing but this amazing thing happened to me and it made me feel loved and it made me feel chosen and it made me feel blessed by God and it made me feel like everything was working out for me. And after I had such a terrible experience fighting my way through high school, I was finally in college. I had made it to college, even though I was told directly and indirectly by my high school and administrators that I would never make it to college, which was always fucking ridiculous. That was the first time in my life that I had really overcome something, and I knew that I did it by the glory and grace of God. Every single morning, that was my morning routine. We are blessed. We are blessed in the city. I quite literally lived in the city. We are blessed in the city. I was like, yeah, this resonates. Amen. I have chills in my body. That is my expecto patronum. Not me thinking about all of the things that happened that led me to leave. Not me thinking about the experiences that I had and the way that I felt when I walked away from that campus. Not me thinking about how I felt unsafe. Not me thinking about how I felt targeted. Not me thinking about how I felt all of these different ways. My expecto patronum is how I woke up every single morning feeling fucking blessed. Every morning. Every single morning. I couldn't have a bad day. How can I have a bad day? This is my view. How can I have a bad day? This is my view. How can I have a bad day? This is my view. From morning to night, it was gorgeous. Okay, so you need your expecto patronum. That's number one. Things are going to happen so fast, your head will swim. One thing fast on the heels of the other. You won't be able to keep up. Everything will be approaching at once. Now they're singing America's Most Wanted. Ain't nothing but a gangster party, party. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Ain't nothing but a motherfucking gangster party. Do you guys know that song? It's by Tupac and Snoop Dogg. It's called Two of America's Most Wanted. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. 2 millionaire motherfuckers. Okay, focus. We don't have time. Don't put that on. Why would I put that song on and make it start playing? Sorry. We don't need karaoke. Not right now. Not right now. Sisters, divas, we must stay focused. Okay. So with the energy of the Four of Cups, what I was getting immediately from your energy is that you're about to have an experience where you are wanted. Okay. Somebody here is going from an experience of no job offers to I've got 3 amazing job offers. And I've got to choose which one lights me up the most. Somebody here is going from nobody's buying my products, nobody's booking services with me, to, oh my God, my bookings are full. They're saying, go into that, go into that. Now, you do not have to buy into the story that there's no work right now because the economy, blah, 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 blah. There are hairstylists and nail techs that aren't able to find work right now. And because of that, they are blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you why you, as a nail tech or a hairstylist, should always have work. Because even though there might be somebody who's saying, I can't afford it right now, there will always be a professional woman in the world who is going to feel like shit if she does not get that Brazilian blowout. There is always going to be a professional woman in the world. There is always going to be a tarot reader online in the world who just feels more like herself when she has her hair done and her nails done and her feet done. There will always be a woman in the world who wants to feel the relaxation of going to the spa. If you can't afford to spend a couple hundred on a massage, spending 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 to get a pedicure and sit in a massage chair, you might be able to swing that. There will always be someone who is prioritizing, connecting with, and paying you. Your job as the leader of your mind is to tap into the energy of those people. The people that need and want what you have to offer. I don't even have to go further into this because I just did a podcast episode on it on Monday. If you want more support with that, go listen to the episode I did on 5 mindset shifts for attracting more sales. Okay, go listen to that podcast episode. It's on my YouTube. There's a podcast playlist and it's just linked somewhere. Get inside the free resource library and you'll get the link to the podcast. Okay, find it someplace. You'll be able to find it. It's Naked and Noisy. Okay. So with the energy of the Four of Cups, what I'm seeing is that you were having an experience where it just felt like nobody is doing this right now. Nobody is buying right now. Nobody is hiring right now. Nobody is giving to me right now. This also feels like it's in romance because Amos 9:13, one blessing after another, one fast on the heel of another. It's like so many blessings coming in that you're not even going to be able to process. You're about to have an amazing launch of one product. And while you're like, oh my God, that product launch was so amazing, then you're about to start selling your next thing, or you're not even going through a new launch, but you're about to get a whole bunch of orders coming in. You're like, whoa. I was just celebrating getting 10 new course sales, and now I just got 30 new course sales overnight. I'm seeing somebody doing a double take on their screen. Somebody doing a double take looking at their bank account like, whoa, whoa. You're about to have a moment of whoa with this collective energy. It won't be much longer now. Tap in, lock in, practice being the leader of your mind. Focus on the good. Focus on what you love and why you love it. The free resource library has a lot of things that help you do this. I'm not teaching you why because it's not a course, but every single thing inside of the free resource library is intentional. I'm very good at what I do. If you're not inside the free resource library, I don't know what you're doing. It's linked in the description. Pile number 1, you need to shift your focus because the dementors inside of you are tricking you. Your old thought patterns and beliefs that say you're the girl that's not chosen, you're the girl that's abandoned, you're the girl that fails, is tricking you. It's not true. In fact, it won't be much longer now. What you have been putting energy into manifesting, into bringing to life, into making come true is coming in. Don't stop. Don't stop. You don't build momentum by start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. I sent in 10 applications. I sent in applications every single day for a week, and then I didn't hear back. So then I didn't send in applications for the second week. But then I sent in applications for a part of the third week, but then I didn't send applications for the fourth week and the fifth week. And I don't know why I'm not getting results. Try showing up consistently to actually let that momentum build. You're scripting, but you're not scripting every day. You're doing the mindset work, but you're not doing the mindset work every day. Neural pathways are being fired in your brain 24/7, no matter what. When you are doing your mindset work, you are disrupting those unsupportive neural pathways and you are building out and strengthening the supportive pathways. You are building up momentum. You have to take that more seriously. Because pile number 1, you're the reason why you're still in that position of feeling stuck and feeling dissatisfied and feeling like it's not happening and feeling like the opportunities aren't there, because the opportunities are available to you. And people do want you, and people do want to connect with you, and people do want to be with you, and people do want to show you love, and people do want to be in relationships with you. This is the wake-up call. This is the part where you decide to take accountability. Okay? Okay. That's the energy. That's the vibe. So that's what I got for you. Pile number 1. And if you want more help stepping into that leadership, Evidently Easy is my number 1 recommendation. Especially because right now, Evidently Easy is on sale. So you can save up to $222 on this amazing program. Evidently Easy is a program that is made to help you stop fighting and efforting so much. Stop trying and working so hard in order to get what you want. Of course, manifesting your desires takes energy and intention. But a lot of the times we're showing up in the world, throwing spaghetti at the wall, doing 1,000,001 different things. And then we're feeling upset when we're disappointed. We're feeling upset when we don't have the sales that we want in our business. When you don't have an understanding of how to co-create with ease, how to manifest with ease, you will exhaust yourself because you're telling the story that you have to struggle. You're telling the story that the only way to get success in life is to work hard. You're telling the story that it's normal to struggle. It's normal to be dissatisfied. Evidently Easy is the program that helps you change that. Okay. You want to learn more about the program. It's really, really amazing. And enroll, then click the link in the description box. It's on sale until Sunday, September 14th. So the sale is almost over, actually. It's on sale until Sunday, September 14th, 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If I was you, I would not miss this sale. It's a really, really good program. And actually, the exercises inside of it are very expecto patronomy. Okay. I can't give you too much, of course, because it's a paid program and it's valuable information, but it's really good. Okay. Love you lots. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe on your way to enrolling in Evidently Easy. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Okay. Hi, Jordan. Jordan says, love waking up to a new episode of my show. Feels like a midnight / after hours bonus episode. Yes, I love it. I love it. I'm happy that you're here. And yeah, I've been trying to go live at least once a day, but I think I didn't go live Wednesday. I don't even fucking know what day it is because I'm like nocturnal and I'm actually really irritated with my sleep schedule. I don't even want to talk about it. Okay. Hi, Abir. Oh, just kidding. We already said hi. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit tired. It's 12:21 a.m. here. There's a lot of good things that come to mind. Good. I'm happy you got your expecto patronums in your mind. All right, let's move on. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We are tapping into what is about to shift quickly in your life. And this is inspired by a TikTok sound viral thing from a sermon. I don't want to repeat this shit again. Just go and listen to the beginning, okay? If you want to get the Bible verse and every fucking thing, go listen to the beginning. Because I actually don't want to repeat it, okay? Love you. Let's get into it. What is about to shift quickly for pile number 2? I have to set a timer for this because this is not going to be 30-minute reading station. It's just not. Okay. We have the 9 of Wands. What is about to shift quickly? This is about a battle that you've been fighting for a really long time. And something about this changed. Something about this changed. Something about this came through in like another reading. Okay, so you might have chosen pile number 2 for a different video. I don't remember the name of the video, so either you chose it and recognize it or you didn't, but that's okay. With the energy of the 2 of Wands, yeah, this is a message that's come through before. Something is about to change. They're saying the wind is shifting, the tides are turning. Something is about to shift for you in relationship to something that you are fighting for. You were having an experience where you were the only person that was fighting for this, and now there's somebody else who is coming to fight alongside you, and things are going to turn. The tides are turning. Where at one point you felt like you were at a disadvantage, you're about to see and understand and feel and know that you are at an advantage. Okay, what comes to mind? I was just thinking about Reverend Martin Luther King and Reverend Shuttlesworth and how social justice and civil rights activism has always been a spiritual practice. I was having a conversation about certain readers that I kind of have a problem with. Not a big, huge problem. Oh my God, there's so much drama, but just a problem with white creators who when they're talking about someone doing like baneful magic, they say black magic. I don't like that because words have power. Words carry weight and everything is fucking political. And there literally is a political reason. I remember having this conversation with my one of my college roommates, because in her school, one of her art teachers was telling her and teaching her that, there's a reason why we think of white as pure and black as evil and bad and wrong, right? And it is political. So, this energy and concept of, oh, people are doing black magic on me. It just has never sat well with me, or it's never sat well within my spirit because I practice black magic. And the reason that I practice black magic is not because I go around hurting people for no reason. The reason that I practice black magic is because I'm a black woman that does magic. So it's black magic. It doesn't matter if I'm doing black magic to bring peace on earth. Well, the justice work that I do is to bring peace on earth. Anyway, it's black magic. There is a creator on here who she was doing a reading and she was talking about like your specific person, and sometimes the karmics do voodoo. And I just focus on God and I just read the Bible and I just blah blah blah. And I didn't like that shit at all. Because number one, you're a white woman, but you have 2 black children. Let's discuss it. You're a white woman, but you have 2 black children. I don't practice voodoo. However, voodoo is an ATR. Voodoo is an African traditional religion. I do practice an ATR. I do practice an African traditional religion. And so I have a respect, a very high level of respect across African traditional religions. So the fact that this white woman is speaking about something that she does not know a goddamn thing about and is villainizing another woman, talking about some of the karmics do voodoo and you're just a child of God and nothing can go up against you and blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying that certain creators or people are bad people or whatever, but it actually does take work to decolonize your mind. It actually does take work to be anti-racist. And so there's a lot of times where I'm watching videos and I'm like, ooh, never coming back to this channel. Ooh, gotta pull back on that one. Because every single time somebody does something harmful to you, that doesn't mean that they're practicing black magic. And black magic, black people's magic, is the reason why we have the civil rights and liberties that we have today. That's why when I talk about Martin Luther King, I'm always going to put the Reverend on first. Because everybody likes to focus on the doctor as if the degree is the reason why he did amazing things. Wrong. Actually, the Reverend is the reason why. The anointing is the reason why. And we've talked about this many, many times. What I learned as I traveled through the southern United States and I moved through Birmingham, Alabama, I understood, oh my God, damn near every single church in Birmingham, Alabama is a historical site. The reason that Black churches were being bombed and under attack was because Black churches are where civil rights efforts were being planned. And the reason why African traditional religions were so demonized has ties and roots in slavery, and how enslaved people were not allowed to read, were not allowed to congregate by themselves, were not allowed to practice religions that were not approved, aka Christianity. But there's a very big difference between going to a predominantly white church versus going to a Black church. There's a difference in how it feels. There's a difference in certain cultural norms. Because African traditional religion had to evolve and change to become hidden in plain sight. I have a deep respect for Black magic. I have a deep respect for ATRs. I have a deep respect for my own personal history. And I don't even know why we went on that 2.5. But now they're singing Kendrick Lamar's They Not Like Us. Everybody does not have the capacity to speak on everything. Period. Full stop. And what the hell does this have to do with the Nine of Wands and the Two of Wands? What was I talking about just before this? I kind of went on a tangent because I was talking about the Reverend, and I was talking about the magic, and I was talking about put some respect on it. The shit that went down during the civil rights era, the work that was done, and the change that was created was very much spiritual. All revolution and people breaking out is very much spiritual. I can't speak too much on the Haitian Revolution, but it was very much spiritual, very much tied and connected to ATR's African traditional religion. Oh, that's what it was. There's power. There's power. There's power. The PhD is not the reason that Martin Luther King could get up there and say what he did and do the work that he did. The doctor title is not the reason that Martin Luther King could get up and do the work that he did. The title, the degrees, the education is not the reason that we have the civil rights and liberties that we have today, that we're still fighting for. The Reverend is the reason. The spiritual is the reason. Because there is no logical reason that Reverend Shuttlesworth could have been asleep in the basement of his church when it was bombed, and still he was able to make it out of that alive. When you, as a person, are going up against something that in the physical reality looks and appears to be stronger and more equipped and more resourced than you, It has more money. It has more weapons. It has more agents. It has more officers. It has more agency because there are laws that have been written and put into place that support its wrongdoings. Slavery was legal. At some point, I would have legally been considered 3/5 of a person. Literacy tests were legal. The only way when you are coming up against something that appears to be stronger than you and more powerful than you and more well resourced than you, the only way when it appears that you are at a disadvantage, the only way for you to win is when you have friends on the other side. Pile number 2, you're in a situation where the only way that you're going to win is because you have friends on the other side. Angels, ancestors, whatever deities and saints and different things like that that you work with. Manifestation, deliberate co-creation of your reality is you connecting with and utilizing the universal laws that are in place. That's spiritual. Change happens through the spiritual. And what's about to shift for you quickly is that you're about to tap into the energy and support that you have in the spiritual. And it's about to help you to make a move. I keep getting that. You're moving. You know, the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Hold on. My feet are asleep. Okay. Five of Pentacles. This feels like somebody didn't have a job. Somebody was like blacklisted in an industry. Somebody was put out in the cold in some way. For somebody, for some of you, you quite literally dealt with some sort of spiritual warfare. Okay. And this could be a historical thing, like generationally that you've inherited. They keep taking me back to enslavement and religion and spirituality. If all of these things are not real, then why couldn't they be practiced? And yeah, sure, maybe psychological manipulation and tearing somebody away from their homeland and breaking their spirit and breaking their soul and all of these things. However, I believe, and from my understanding, I know that a lot of white people back in the day, especially in the South, were very wary is not even the right word, terrified of enslaved people, of black people practicing magic. And that's interesting because if it's not real, why be afraid of it? Also, they're telling me something something I have not thought about in a very long time. I don't want to go there, but unfortunately we have to. There's a certain someone in a certain office who is tied and connected to a certain man named Jeffrey Epstein, right? Now, a couple years ago, when I was watching a Jeffrey Epstein documentary and all of this stuff is coming out, one of the resources said that one of the ways that Jeffrey Epstein would threaten people is he would say, I know a witch doctor. I know somebody that practices voodoo. And if you do this thing against me, I'm gonna blah, 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 blah. Why would the most wealthy, powerful people in the world? Jeffrey Epstein was a Sagittarius rising, if my memory serves me, and it does. There are certain things. This is so fucking. These are not things that I was anticipating talking about right now. There are certain things that people who are in the highest positions of power know and believe in. And other people would, the average person maybe, would think, oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, that's not real. Oh, that doesn't blah, blah, blah. But when the most powerful people, and I'm not saying that he actually did know someone with voodoo. I'm not saying that that's what voodoo was used for. I'm saying anything can be used for good. Anything can be used for bad. How dare you demonize voodoo when white people used Christianity and the Bible to do what the fuck they did to the entire motherfucking world? If you're a Christian or a Catholic person, if your main preference for connecting with God is through the Bible, you don't have a leg to stand on talking about what somebody else practices. BITCH. Do not get me started. The point that's coming through is that there's more people who believe in certain shit than you would think. Or maybe you know this. And maybe this is confirmation for you. Because I'm not talking about certain people in positions of power in terms of government. I'm also talking about people in your life and people in your world. When we think about magic, we're thinking about the 8th house. We're thinking about the 12th house. We're thinking about Scorpio. We're thinking about Pisces. These are hidden energies. These are internal energies. These are secrets. These are things that we keep in the closet, things that we don't talk about, things that we don't discuss. There's a lot of people who practice a lot of things. And to your face, they'll tell you that they don't believe in it. There's a lot of people who practice a lot of things. And then they'll act like they have no idea what you're talking about. Tell me more. That's really interesting. There's a lot of people who practice and who believe in a lot of things. But they're not going to show their hand. So the message that's coming through pile 2 is that you have dealt with some sort of negative intention and like spiritual bullshit. And I talked about this in a podcast episode. Go listen to it, Naked and Noisy, look it up. Spiritual warfare can be cast in a lot of different ways. Spiritual warfare can be cast through gossip. Oh, did you hear about what happened to such and such person? Oh, yeah, I heard. Oh, yeah, that's really sad. Oh, yeah, that's so sad. Oh, yeah, it's so sad that this terrible thing happened to her. But secretly, you're happy that the terrible thing happened to her because you actually were jealous of her. You're happy that she's having a bad time because she's beautiful and successful and she makes money. She gets good grades in school. She seems to be taken care of by life. She very clearly has pretty privilege. And you are eating up the fact that this negative thing happens to her, is happening to her. And in the back of your mind, could be subconsciously, could be consciously, you're happy that it's happening and you wish that more of it was happening. That's spiritual warfare. Pile number 2, one message for you that's coming through is that everybody does not need to know your business. There are certain people that know when negative things happen for you and blah, blah, blah. And then they come around. How's the job search going? It's going great. And I expect to have another one very soon. Oh, how's the thing with such and such person? Whatever happened with that? Nothing. I don't want to talk about it. But thanks for caring. Everybody does not need to have all of the information and blah, blah, blah on you. Because I do see for you, pile number 2, you have dealt with some sort of like spiritual attack. It could have been a spiritual attack, but also like something happening like in like an official capacity or something. So like spiritual attack and also like your boss trying to like fire you or something, or somebody trying to like blackball you in the industry or something. It's like there are people who are not hesitating. They're showing me the movie The Incredibles. You guys know The Incredibles 2, where Bob gets his ass kidnapped because he was doing shit that he shouldn't have been doing. So he gets kidnapped. He gets taken to an island. And then the mom is on a plane and the kids like sneak onto the plane and she's flying to the island to see what's going on. I don't even know if she knows that Bob is kidnapped at this point. But she's suspicious. And then they're sending missiles to the plane. Oh my God, I feel like I'm about to start crying right now. They're sending missiles to the plane and she's on the fucking, headset. And she's like, Mayday, Mayday, there are children aboard. And they blow up the plane. And then, of course, the family is like, fine. And then they're like in the ocean. And then they make it to the island. I have chills in my body right now, by the way. And then the mom has to have this pep talk with her kids. And she's like, you know how you guys play video games, you guys watch movies, and there's a bad guy, but nothing ever happens. The bad guy can't actually do anything. It's fake, it's make believe. The mom's like, this is not that. These bad guys are actual, real bad guys. And they don't care that you're kids. And they will kill you. I literally have chills. I have no idea what the fuck you're going through, pal number 2, but oh my God. The message that's coming through from your spirit team, because some of you guys are in this, but I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything to hurt anybody. I didn't da 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 da. These are real life bad guys. They don't give a fuck that you're a kid. and you should not be a child listening to this, they don't give a fuck that you're young. They don't give a fuck that you're new. They don't give a fuck that you're green. They don't give a fuck that you're pure of heart. They don't care. If they perceive that you are in their way and you are stopping what they are trying to do, it's jealousy. They think that you're going to take one of the limited amount of spots. They don't give a fuck that you're a nice person. They don't give a fuck that you show up to work on time. They don't give a fuck that every single time you see them, you smile and say, "Hi, how are you doing?" They don't give a fuck. They're real life bad guys. As she's giving this pep talk to her kids, and she's saying, these are real life bad guys. They will kill you, she says to her children. You have to use your powers. Her kids are like, what are you talking about? You always tell us not to use our powers. You always tell us that our powers are an unfair advantage. Oh my God, I just burped. She says, this is not the same as the youngest son trying out for football and he has superhuman fucking speed. This is not that. If these bad guys find you and they will seriously harm you and they will not have kindness and compassion towards you, you need to run in a way that you have never run before. As fast as you can. That's what she says. He's like, as fast as I can. She's like, as fast as you possibly fucking can. Pile number 2, you have some sort of spiritual gift and superpower. Some of you, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't even know that this was even going to go in this direction. I'm about to have to pause and take another pee break after this because I've been drinking so much tea. Anyway. The storyline that's like coming through, it's like we're discovering this shit together. This pile number 2 feels like a message for somebody who is gifted. You know how in all of those stupid, well, they're not stupid. I like the shows and the movies. But you know how in all of those movies, like the people have the powers, but there's one rule. And the one rule is that you can't use it for personal gain. You know, like in Charmed. You can only use your magic to save yourself and others. You cannot use your magic for personal gain. Whoever this pile number 2 is, you have some sort of fucked up idea like that. I would never use magic to hurt somebody. I would never use magic to blah, blah, blah. I would never put magic on that. I would never do that. The people that you are dealing with are not from a fucking video game. These are real people who, for some of you, will commit really terrible, atrocious fucking acts. And you have the power and the capacity to do shit, to step in and to just said to fuck some people up. This got so spiritual in a way that I was not prepared for any of this shit, pile number 2. You might feel like that too. But you have power. And tapping into and calling on and venerating your ancestors, if that feels like it's a part of your practice and feels like it's in alignment with your soul, connecting with your spirit team, connecting with your own personal power, becoming the leader of your mind, that's what's going to change this shit around. That's what's going to cause and influence the turning of the tides. I feel pile number two, you're too comfortable being the victim because you're so attached to that. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I do good things. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. Being a pushover is not being a good person. Being someone that lets people walk all over them without them being held accountable isn't being a good person. Being somebody that allows themselves to be victimized and does nothing, which then allows the next woman to be victimized, which then allows the next woman to be victimized, that's not being a good person. Good people see something and they say something. Good people see injustice and they fight. Good people speak up. Good people use their power to create positive change in the world. I have no idea what the hell you're going through, pile number two. But things are about to shift quickly. And what's about to make things shift quickly, what's about to have the tides turning in your favor, is you stepping into your personal power. Because right now you're having this experience of, I don't know why the negative thing just happens to me and everybody is doing the negative thing to me and I'm the victim. I'm helpless. So you're living a life where you're helpless. And the second that you step into your power, and the second that you say, no, I'm done, the second that you say, I'm fighting for my peace, and I'm fighting for my victory, and I'm going to fight with every single thing that I have, every single fiber in my being, that's when shit is about to change. The only reason that somebody or some people or some things, it could have been one person after another, one situation after another, the only reason that people have been able to get one over on you and you've been in this situation where you're losing and losing and losing is because you haven't stepped up into your power. Nobody knows how powerful they are in the beginning. You go through some shit. And the shit that you go through, the pain that you go through, doesn't make you stronger. The pain that you go through, the trials and tribulations and the challenges are an opportunity for you to uncover strength that was always lying dormant within you. You got some strength, pile number two. You have strength that is living inside of you. These challenges that you've been going through, this shit that you've been going through, is not, the world is against me. Everything is against me. Nothing is happening in my favor. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I don't know if I'm going to blah, blah, blah. It is actually one opportunity after the next for you to stand up, for you to say, I've had enough, for you to decree, for you to declare what's going to happen for you in your life, how shit is going to go for you in your business, what's going to happen for you in your finances, what's going to happen for you with your safety and security. I have gone through a lot of shit in my life. We don't have time to go down the list. But every single time I have chosen to stand up and fight instead of running away, I have never lost. Ever. Ever. If I ran away, sure, I lost. Not permanently. Last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back. Hello. Story of my life. You might win a battle, but you'll never win the war. Not with me. Pile number 2, you are going through some sort of battle in your life. And the second that you stand up in your power and you make the decision to fight and you make the commitment to fight is the second that the battle will be won. Because you have the power to end this shit. Things are about to shift quickly, not because God is stepping in and doing something that you can't do, but because this entire situation has been God giving you the opportunity to see the power that you have. And the second that you stand in that power, God, angels, universe, ancestors, they're like, it's go time. They're waiting for you. This situation has been an opportunity for your personal growth. This situation has been an opportunity for your character development. Don't get mad at us. Get mad at yourself on a soul level. Because this is a part of what you wanted to learn. This is a part of the skill that you wanted to develop. You wanted to go from a position of feeling powerless to being empowered. You wanted to know what that journey would feel like. You wanted to be the generational curse breaker of your family line. You wanted to be the last to feel like they were powerless to having enough money to take care of themselves and to live a comfortable life. You wanted to be the last who felt like they were at a disadvantage in the world because they're a Black woman. You wanted to be the last of your family, the last of your county, the last of your community, the last of your race, the last of your school, the last of your industry, the last person in that job. People are opening doors that have previously been closed every single day. Pile number 2, I'm telling you right here and right now, you are a door opener. You are a blockbuster. See the bigger picture. They're singing Bigger by Beyonce. If you feel insignificant, you better think again, better wake up, because you're fighting something much bigger. You're part of something much bigger. I'll be the roots, you be the tree. Pass on the fruit that was given to me, legacy. Whatever you're fighting for right now, this is about legacy. This is about future generations. This is about the people that are coming up behind you, 2 steps behind you, 10 steps behind you, 10 years behind you. This is incredibly serious. This is incredibly fucking important. You were the person who volunteered when you were non-physical, when you were just a soul getting ready to incarnate in this physical world. You were the person who volunteered and said, I'll go down and I'll be first. And there were dozens and hundreds and thousands who said, I'm coming right behind you. Pile number 2, you are not a victim, you are a leader. And they're saying, Hamilton, history has its eyes on you. And I am crying, because if you could feel the way that I feel, not much longer now, things are about to shift quickly. Because pile number 2 is about to remember who the fuck she is. Pile number 2 is about to decide that she is done being beaten and battered by life. She's going to fight for her happiness. She's going to fight for her joy. She's going to fight for her victory. She's not going to stop. And she's going to win. What is about to shift for you, my love? You are about to win. You are about to win. I'm telling you. You're going to show up to whatever this is. You might look outnumbered. You are not. We are outgunned. What? Outmanned. What? Outnumbered. Outplanned. Go listen to the song The World Turned Upside Down from the Hamilton soundtrack. history, world history, is full of stories of the people labeled powerless and worthless, standing up and fighting for what they believe in and winning. That's the American dream. The last thing they're saying is that is your birthright. Comment down below. Victory is my birthright. Victory is my birthright. Victory is my birthright. That's an affirmation. Winning is my birthright. Overcoming is my birthright. Healing is my birthright. Peace is my birthright. Joy is my birthright. Emotional fulfillment is my birthright. Killing this shit is my birthright. You see the outfit, bitch? Killing you hoes. Cute face and ass swole. Killing you hoes. Okay? This felt so unserious. This was not supposed to be long, but shit, maybe it needed to be. Maybe it just needed to be, because that just got really fucking deep. And I just... this is not what I was expecting at all, but it was amazing and I loved it. So like, share, comment, and subscribe. And y'all know that you've got to check out Evidently Easy. It is currently on sale. You can save up to $222 on this amazing miniature course that is quite literally made to help you drop the struggle and the strife. So many times struggling and working hard and efforting can become part of our identity. We expect to struggle our way towards success. And we also secretly, subconsciously feel like if we get what we want too easily, then people won't respect it. If we don't have a story about how we struggled, people won't respect it, right? Like how people talk shit about Nepo babies. No, Evidently Easy is the course that is made to turn you into your own fucking Nepo baby. You are God's Nepo baby. You were meant to be handed the shit that you desire. You can have an easeful life, and you can still develop the skills that you need to develop in order to be excellent. Those things can coexist at the same time, and you deserve it. You're worthy of easeful manifestation. You're worthy of shit moving in your favor. Evidently Easy is the perfect program for you, pal number 2, because it's about tapping into the support that you have, the support that literally lives inside of your soul, the support that is available to you from everybody in the world who are cooperative components that will show up in response to that change and that shift in your energy. So if you want to learn more about Evidently Easy, look over those payment options. You can join, get instant access to the program for as little as $50 today. Click the link in the description box and do so. I highly recommend it. Clearly, it's an amazing program. The exercises are top fucking notch. And yeah, I think that you'll love it too. Okay, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe on the way over there. Remember, it is on sale until Sunday, September 14th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay? So it's only on sale for a couple more days. Do not miss out on this sale, okay? All right, love you lots. Now we're going to check out the live chat, and then I have to go pee again. Hi, Penelope, how are you? Not me waking up at exactly 2:22 a.m. today, love the 2 there, watching you live from New York City on a subway train. Momentum is building. This resonated so much. Thank you. You're so welcome, Penelope. Oh my God. I love that. I love that so bad. I love that so much. Now imagine if you were on the 2 train while you were reading. Like, then the synchronicities will be absolutely crazy. I love that. Abir says, I came back. I was having lunch. Fabulous. What pile are we on? We were on pile 2, Buki. Hi, Ayana. How are you? Ayana says, I shifted. I won. This was for me. I shifted. I won. Amen. I'm claiming it for you. I love this. I love that. I'm so happy that that supported you, Ayana. Okay. I love you guys. I have to go pee. So give me 1 second. We got to change this. 3. Okay. BRB. All right. Perfect. I'll be back. All right. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. The song I just accidentally played. We're blessed. I love this song so bad. Okay. It's already pile 3. Wow, that's the pile I chose. I love it. Hi, Pookie. It's lovely to see you here. Let's get started with pile number 3. Hi, pile number 3. How are you, sweet baby? Alrighty. In today's reading, we are tapping into what is shifting for you. What is about to shift quickly for you in your life? Now, these messages have really been like, what do you need to hear? It's gotten kind of deep, and I kind of feel like yours will be the same because we have the Page of Cups, but for pile number 3, 3 cards actually came out. So the Page of Cups was the first card, like the card on top, but underneath we have the Star and the 3 of Swords. So we're definitely having a conversation about creativity and artistry and even being seen. Okay, so if you want to know like the scripture and everything that this reading is inspired by, just go listen to it at the beginning. Okay, I talked about it at the very beginning of the video, so just go back and rewatch that. Okay, or go rewatch after you're reading, whatever. So we have the Page of Cups, the Star, and the 3 of Swords. I feel like for you, pile number 3, this is around like creativity. Like you guys have some sort of like wound around like creativity and allowing yourself to be seen, because the Star is quite literally being seen, being known, being recognized. I feel like what's about to shift quickly is you're about to be recognized for your creative talents and skills, okay? So your creative talent and skill could be you working in a creative field. Okay, I'm hearing writer, director, like author. Okay, a lot of things around like writing and like behind the scenes work. So it could definitely be connected to that. But it could also be that you work in marketing, that's creative work, or you have to come up with, creative solutions to problems. We have to do that in every single area of life, right? Let's say that you're a lawyer, kind of like they're showing me Drop Dead Diva, which is a really great television series. So you might want to go and watch it or look into that. But Drop Dead Diva, she was this amazing lawyer, and she had really good, she had really good knowledge about like previous cases and different things like that. And she was, oh my god, really quick, 2.5. Drop Dead Diva was a television show about 2 women that like passed away at the same time. So the soul of a skinny woman ends up being implanted into the body of a plus sized woman, and the show is about this skinny woman living in the body of a plus sized woman who is a lawyer. And so Jane, she has to carry on as if she is, the Jane whose soul actually left and passed on. And so she like has to go through these cases and stuff, and she'll have a new case, and then all of a sudden like a memory or something that she knows will come into her mind of like, this is connected to, or XYZ different case set the precedent with this verdict and blah blah blah. And so it's kind of like that energy. So my point is, doctors, surgeons, of course, have to come up with creative problem solutions while they're working. Lawyers, you know what I'm saying? So there's creativity in every single aspect of life. Whatever it is that you do, you are a creative. You are someone who is expressing themselves in some way, and you're about to stand out for that. And with the energy of the Three of Swords, I'm seeing a wound here. A wound around being seen, a wound around being recognized. Clarified by the Ace of Pentacles with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys make art and you create from this wound. No, how can I explain this? Like, this is like you healed a particular wound and then you started creating art either to heal that wound or about the wound that you healed. So let's say that you wrote a book about how I overcame blah, 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 blah. That book is about to blow up. Or you started creating paintings to move through a specific period of your life. Those paintings are about to blow up. And you're about to have people who are ready, willing, and eager to pay top dollar for what you have to offer. Because this is the Ace of Pentacles, and they're showing me Picasso. They're showing me Picasso, and specifically Picasso's blue period. Okay? So Picasso's blue period is basically a segment of Picasso's artwork where he was experiencing a depression and he was drawing with a lot of blues. And so this period of his art is known as the blue period, right? From my current understanding and memory. It's been a minute since I was a Picasso fan. I'm not saying I'm not a Picasso fan, but he's not my favorite artist anymore. So I don't, anyway. So that was a moment in his life where he was going through pain and he was using his art to move through that, we assume, or he was just creating art through that time. And now, of course, those paintings are worth so much fucking money. They're also showing me Basquiat, who I do not personally like Basquiat's art style, which feels a little bit blasphemous to say. It's 5:55 a.m. while I'm recording this, so you guys could definitely be getting fives, synchronicities around the number 5, or this is just talking about change and transformation, which also works. But Basquiat's paintings make me sad. Number one, when I look at Basquiat's paintings, the paintings of his that I have seen, it makes me feel disturbed. And what I mean when I say that is not that I think there was anything wrong. Well, I mean, mentally and emotionally, you know what I mean? He really struggled through a lot of stuff. I have a lot of compassion towards Basquiat, but when I look at his artwork, I can like see and feel the pain and the torment and the anguish, you know what I mean, that he was moving through. And so it makes me feel uncomfortable to look at it. And so I don't really prefer his style or different things like that. When I'm looking at art, I am trying to understand what was alive within the artist when they created that. What were they trying to communicate, through that in that picture? And so I just receive a lot of things that are unsettling when I'm looking at Basquiat's work. And I really developed a new level of respect for Basquiat when I watched a documentary on his life. It's on YouTube. I don't know what the title of it is. It was a couple of years ago. You can look up like Basquiat and I'm sure you'll find one or something like it, right? So I learned about Basquiat and his relationship with his parents and also how he passed away. He dealt with drug addiction, really heavy, intense, very sad, unfortunate things. And his art is incredibly valuable today and sells for so much money, right? I'm getting this energy for you, pile number 3, that what's about to shift quickly is you are tapping into your niche and your market of people who want and need what you have to offer. And you are about to be connected to people who are ready, willing, and eager to pay for what you have to say, for what you have to teach, for what you have to demonstrate, for what you have to sell. The ideas that you come up with are golden and genius, and they resonate with many people. They're showing me in Grey's Anatomy, you know how characters will come up with a new technique or they'll do some new groundbreaking research and then they become super well known in the medical community. This is the Pierce technique. This is the Grey method. This is the blah, blah, blah. It's something like that. There's about to be a method of doing something and it's going to come from you. There's about to be a style, Picasso, Cubism. He's the father of Cubism, right? There's about to be an artistic style. There's about to be a certain way that things are done, a certain path that is taken. And it's because of you, because of what you discovered, because of what you figured out, because of what you researched, because of what you stumbled upon, because of what you created. Things are about to shift quickly. Your notoriety in your industry, and they're saying worldwide, is about to shift quickly. And your income is about to shift quickly along with it. Okay? You could be a songwriter. Bitch, stop playing with me. Because I'm shuffling with the second deck, and we got the Star card. Again. Originally, we have the Page of Cups, the Star, the Three of Swords. I'm pulling clarifier cards. We got the Ace of Pentacles, and now we have the Star card again. Somebody here is writing a song about a breakup. Your song is about to go fucking viral. Your song is about to blow up on TikTok. Everybody is about to be singing that song. They're showing me Lady Gaga and how, I think it was when Lady Gaga was in college, people were not believing in her. People were talking shit about her. And I believe they had like a whole Facebook group that was like Stephanie, I don't know her last name, but Stephanie, no offense, whatever Lady Gaga's last name is, will never be famous. That was like the name of the Facebook group. People coming together to hate on her. And I know Lady Gaga tells a story. I don't remember exactly what it is, but from my memory, she tells a story of being in a relationship with a guy, and it like wasn't a healthy relationship. This guy was talking shit to her and was basically saying, you're never going to be famous. Nobody's going to know who you are, blah, blah, blah. And she basically like turns to the guy and tells him, there's going to be a day where you can't even leave your house to go and get a cup of coffee without hearing about me. And now they're singing a lyric from a Jay-Z song where he says, see my name pop up on CNN. In about 6 minutes, you're going to see it again. You had an experience where somebody or some people told you or acted as if you were not going to blow up, you were not going to be successful, you were not going to make it in the industry, you're not smart enough, you should quit while you're ahead, you shouldn't go after that degree, you shouldn't leave school to pursue this, you shouldn't open that business, you can't. Baby, you're about to do it. I already did it. Now they're singing a Nas song. In it, he says, the chorus of the song says, I know I can be what I want to be. And if I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. It's a song by Nas, so maybe go and listen to that song. Pile number 3, what's about to change quickly for you is you're about to manifest your fucking dreams. This feels heavily tied to your career. And they're showing me Hilary Duff. This is what dreams are made of. In the movie that song is from, Hilary Duff, Lizzie McGuire, that's the character of the movie, she takes a trip to Rome. When she gets to Rome, she finds out that she looks basically identical to this Roman pop star. And so she goes on this whole adventure because this guy wants her to pretend to be this Roman pop star. And so she's going to fittings, she's trying on clothes, there are designers, they want to dress her. Everybody is treating her like royalty. She gets on stage. She performs. The crowd is cheering for her. But I'm not getting that you're going to be pretending to be someone else. I'm just getting this storyline of overnight celebrity. Of overnight celebrity. That's what I'm getting. We have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Not much longer now. Things are about to shift quickly. Something, they're showing me a spark. Something is about to blow up in the best way possible for you. Pile number 3. You are about to be known. You are about to be respected. You are about to be seen. You are about to be in a position where you walk into the room and people are like, oh my God, you're pile number 2. I mean, pile number 3. Oh, maybe you were pile number 2. Pile number 2 was really powerful. So if you feel called, go back and listen to that one. People are going to be like, oh my God, you're pile number 3. I love your work. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm meeting pile number 3. Your work changed my life. Oh my God, pile number 3. I listen to your song every single day on repeat. You are about to be seen. You're about to have eyes on you. Anything else coming through for pile 3? 2 of Cups, the Lovers, and the 8 of Wands. Girl, not only are you about to be seen, but you're also about to get love. You're also about to manifest love, okay? And for some of you, this love, this lover that you're manifesting, the soulmate that's coming in for you, this person could be helping you to elevate in your career, but it doesn't have to be that. I don't get that strongly, but I do get like for some of you. For some of you, you're about to go out on a date with a guy and you're talking to him about this new song and he's like, actually, I have a friend that's a record producer, you know, and it's about to be bada bing, bada boom. And also in general, not connecting the romance to the career growth. 2 of Cups, the Lovers, 8 of Wands. Not much longer now. Things are about to shift quickly. Pile number 3, you're about to get into a relationship and things are about to move quickly. You're about to get into a relationship and things are going to move quickly. Like, I feel that you're about to be one of those people that's like, I met my husband, we dated for 4 months, and then we got engaged, and then we got married less than a year of being together, and now we're celebrating our 50-year anniversary. You guys are going to be one of those couples. You're about to be one of those people. They're singing that Lana Del Rey, when you know, you know. Now they're singing that song Sure Thing by Miguel. Love you like a brother, treat you like a friend, respect you like a lover. Not much longer now. Things are about to shift quickly. The universe is divinely orchestrating you connecting with and coming together with this soulmate, and this relationship is about to move really quickly. Really, really quickly. Somebody here just met somebody and they're telling you, like, I'm very serious about you. I love the direction this is going. This person is being truthful. And I see the two of you moving things, moving the relationship further quickly. Quickly. Because the Eight of Wands is quick. We ask what's about to shift quickly. And then we get the Eight of Wands. They're like emphasis. Emphasis on the quickly. So you're about to be having a really great time in your career. You're about to be having a really great time in your finances. You're about to be put in a position where you basically get to pick and choose. You get to decide who you want to work with. You get to decide how much money you want to make. You don't like the financial offer that this company is giving you. That's okay, because there's another company that's in your email and they're serious about giving you an offer that's 10 times as much. You are about to be put in a position where you can pick and choose who you work with and when you want to work and different things like that, because there's opportunities to you. Okay, somebody here wants like an early retirement. You're manifesting an early retirement. I see you being able to do that. And what I mean by early retirement is I'm getting very specifically like having enough money in the bank, having enough money in investments, having enough money growing and expanding for you, having enough money coming through like in passive income that you do not have to work. Early retirement. Okay. Somebody here wants early retirement by the time that they're 30 or 35 or 40 or something like that. I see that happening. I see that happening. I see you being put in a position where offer only. Now they're showing me Denzel Washington. I watched an interview with him, or a clip of an interview a while back, and it was like the interviewer asking him like, what was your least favorite audition? And Denzel was like, I haven't done an audition since 1996 or something like that. He's like, I did that one movie and I got that Oscar, and now it's, people call me. People say, we got this role for you that we want you to fill. That's what's about to happen for you. You're about to have an experience where work is always available to you because people are constantly pitching you. I want your work. I want your genius. I want your mind. Can you come and sit on this panel? Can you come and speak to this audience? Can you come and host this workshop? Can you come and teach da 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 da? I need you. I need what you have to offer. Pile number 3, you are about to be highly sought after. That is about to shift quickly. You are about to be seen, known, and recognized. 3 of Swords, dog days are over. Go listen to that song. Dog days are over. Happiness hit her. Did she say like a train on the tracks? Because we've been talking about train. Dog days are over lyrics. Happiness hit her like a train on a track, coming towards her, stuck still, no turning back. She hid around corners and she hid under beds. She killed it with kisses, and from it she fled. With every bubble she sank, with a drink and washed it away down the kitchen sink. The dog days are over. The dog days are done. The horses are coming, so you better run. Pile number 3. For those of you that have been in a period of sadness, in a period of depression, in a period of it's not working, in a period of just upset and heartbreak, you are about to have your dog days are over moment. It's about to be in the past. It's about to be who I used to be. Like the feelings that you're feeling now are about to be how I used to feel, how I used to think about things. The despair, the worry, the will I be able to get this? Will I be able to afford this? Will things work out for me? It's about to be how it used to be. What you used to worry about, what you used to feel afraid around, what you used to be anxious about. Used to, in the past, in the past, in the past, I'm telling you. It's about to move so quickly. I have to emphasize the quickness of it. One thing after the next. You're going to get the call that you now have an agent. You're going to go to that audition. You're going to get booked for that audition. Suddenly your face is everywhere. Then you're going to be out at a party that you were invited to in the industry. You're going to lock eyes with your soulmate across the room. Boom. I just got this new job and I just got this new money and I just got this new apartment and now I have this new boyfriend and like, what the fuck is going on? You're about to go from crying tears of sadness to crying tears of joy and crying tears of gratitude. Thank you, God, because you didn't give up on me. Thank you, God, for all the things that you did not allow me to settle for. That's where you're about to be. You're about to be in a position where you are crying tears of gratitude that you did not get everything that you once thought that you wanted so badly. You're about to be in a position where you are crying tears of gratitude because you're like, oh my God, this is so much better than I ever could have imagined. This is so much better than I ever could have imagined. That's where you're about to be. That's where you're about to be. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to tell you a really quick 2.5. I had a realization the other day about my career. And not this career, this business, but different aspects of my career. And I received several downloads and visions of my future and how I'm going to use certain pain to create certain things and how incredibly successful it's going to be. And I literally was like, I'm sitting on my bed, I'm crying tears of gratitude. And I'm going, every man that has ever broken my heart, I forgive all of you. Because you're actually the perfect fucked up character for this particular thing. Thank you so much for being such an asshole. I forgive you. I forgive you. I'm going to get an EGOT off of this shit. I forgive you. King, you did your big one. Yes. Yes. I received one vision and one understanding and one shift. And I literally, like, across the fucking board, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm so grateful. Because actually, that was material. That was fucking material. Yes, write that down, write that down. Okay? So you definitely could be people that are taking your pain and you're turning it into purpose. Okay? Maybe you experienced a chronic illness. You decided to go into medicine as a consequence of that. You're going to go into medicine. You're going to have a powerful fucking breakthrough. And not only will you be healed, but other people will be healed as a consequence of that. You experienced injustice, and so you went into law to practice law. Now the laws are changed. you experienced da 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 da, then you made this different choice, then you did this, bam, baby, history made. Okay? This is good. This is really good energy. Comment down below, I'm a star, if this is resonating with you and you're claiming this. Okay, pile number 3. This was a really excellent reading, and I highly recommend that you guys check out Evidently Easy, because that program is currently on sale and it will help you to allow this in. You know, I have gotten many readings over the years telling me that positive things were coming in, but it didn't actually manifest. And I believe that it's because I wasn't the leader of my mind. I was hearing positive shit and it felt good while I was watching the reading, but then I would go off of the reading and I would still worry and I didn't actually fucking believe it. So I believe that we have to be active. It's not enough just to listen to beautiful things and imagine beautiful things. You have to be the leader of your mind, and you have to deliberately set yourself up to believe in and expect these amazing things to come in. Evidently Easy is a wonderful program, especially for those of you that have never enrolled in anything with me before. It's a great program to start out with. It's all about releasing and dropping that struggle. We are taught that we have to work really hard and then we get to achieve our dreams. But that's actually not true, because we are infinitely intelligent beings and we actually do have the resources that we need inside of us to manifest our desires and to do so with ease. And Evidently Easy helps you do that. It helps you to identify and stop telling those stories where you're telling yourself that you have to struggle, or that you're not a good person unless you struggle, or that you're not worthy of your success. You didn't earn your success. You don't deserve that respect unless you've worked really hard. It helps you to stop telling those stories, because you actually just deserve to be successful, and you actually just deserve to be happy, and you actually just deserve to receive what you want without suffering first in order to quote unquote earn it. Okay. It's an amazing program. Right now you can save up to $222 and you can join for as little as $50 when you click the link in the description box. The sale will run until Sunday night, September 14th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I love you so much. I hope that I'll be able to serve you inside of this amazing program. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe on your way over there, and I'll talk to you in the next reading. All right, last time we're checking out the chat, and then we are getting off of here. Doing art, writing a song, poems, or stories. Gosh, I love doing them so much. Good. I'm happy that that was resonating with you, Sakura. Jordan says dozed off and woke up again just in time to hear Overnight Celebrity. Oh my God, perfect. Perfect timing. Hi, Free. How are you? Welcome in. Croissant. Hi, Croissant. Croissant says, just came in. I've been channeling that song for a month. I love that. Dog days are over. OMG. I love that. I love that you came in. I love that you and Jordan just came in at like the perfect time to hear that message. I love that so much. I love that. Fabulous. Hi, Lady Deloon. How are you? Lady Deloon says, love that you're making things more affordable. Thank you. Yeah, I have my business set up in different tiers. So Evidently Easy is listed under my training bundles. My training bundles are specifically bundles of trainings and workshops and things that are priced intentionally lower than my big, huge courses, because my courses get updated and, you know, more modules added in and bonuses and different things like that. It's just a larger financial investment and time investment and energetic investment. You know what I mean? But my training bundles are smaller. They're still transformative and powerful. They're a great stepping stone, and the training bundles are often on sale. There are certain programs inside of my training bundles that are on sale all of the time. So yes, everybody should just go check out the website, look at my different courses and offerings, and see what works for you, because it's very likely that there's something inside of your budget. But yes, the Evidently Easy Academy program is super on sale right now. And yeah, I hope that you guys choose to take advantage of that. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for connecting and being here. Thanks for liking the video.